Diamond. Oh, wait, I'm not live over here yet. Greetings, Divine Radiance. Welcome to Wednesday Live Empower Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of Ashworth Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter, interpreting messages and methods from the divine that empower you to create and live an abundant life. So welcome, Diamond. Welcome. I was saying welcome to you and hey, Denise. Hey, Tia Lynn. I was saying welcome and I'm like, wait, I'm not live over on YouTube yet. So those of you that are joining on Facebook, I know Facebook's been doing some really wonky things as far as the live goes this morning. So if you are seeing this on Facebook, I put the link in the comments for you to join us over on YouTube. So that way you can participate in the live chat. Although we're streaming on Facebook, I don't see the comments. So please join us on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And as we go through this Empower Hour, if anything resonates with you, give the video a thumbs up. This helps us get the message of love and light out there, because the more comments, the more thumbs ups that you guys leave on the videos, the more YouTube puts these videos on the feed of people that are looking for upliftment. So let's do this together. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. Hey, Nappin' Free, welcome. Hi, my beautiful Aunt Rachel. Hi. Hey, Mom, welcome. Yes, Diamond, you are first. So I don't know what the smoke is coming from, the tea or the sage. But let's see. Diamond, darling, since you are first, and we have two diamonds now. Hey, Alatha, it took me on like the kids. Wait, the kids, that's Alatha. Hey, Bree. Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. So Diamond, what I am going to do for you today, since you were first, is pull your card from the moon deck, because we're in the energy of the new moon. Let's see what comes through for you. And for those of you that are joining for the first time, what I do with the first person that's on live on YouTube is I pull a personal card for them. But what I've been led by Spirit to do is, if any of you are interested in receiving a mini reading at the end of Empower Hour for $20, then you can stay on and you can use the PayPal link that's in the description box and then pay the $20, and then I'll do a mini read for you. Okay. So that's something that we'll be doing until Spirit says don't do it anymore. So just to let you know, I'm not saying it's a permanent thing, but for now we're doing it. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull for Diamond. And Diamond, I did actually make you, a moderator after the last time when you weren't able to share the link when we did Spiritual Happy Hour. So now you have that ability whenever. Okay. So this card came in upside down for you, which typically indicates there's some sort of block or area of improving. And it says, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So what I literally heard was the overall energy for you is to not be stuck in your old ways. There were a couple of things that was coming through, but that was the thing that Spirit said first. Now, also what was coming through is the bigger picture. It's inclusive of the long-term everything, right? This is inclusive of love. I'm also hearing inclusive of light, meaning your spiritual journey. I'm hearing you've got the financial part down, but as you're focusing on increasing your finances and creating abundance in that area of your life, make sure you're focusing on the bigger picture, the picture as a whole. So now as you're manifesting, continue with the financial manifestations, but also start to add in there, what are you manifesting by way of how you serve, right? What are you manifesting by way of how you get served? What are you manifesting in love? What are you manifesting by way of parenting your children? So Spirit is just saying to be inclusive of your entire life, because you're in an energy right now where you have stepped into that role of master manifester and you're doing an amazing job manifesting. So what's coming through is don't shortchange yourself, right? And also leave room for those things that Spirit is going to bless you with that you aren't even thinking of. Something like, all that serves my highest good that I haven't even thought of, something that simple. And I'm hearing the color pink is significant for you because it speaks to your self-love. Really taking time to pamper you, to pour into you in ways that you haven't thought of before, ways that make your inner child feel good. And I just heard happy and free. Okay, thank you. So that's your message today, darling. Hey, Natalie, good to feel your energy. So, okay. So since Facebook is down, I figured that, well, I don't, Vanessa's on and Kimberly's on. Hey, ladies, join me over on YouTube. I know it was doing some wonky stuff. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I know it was doing some wonky stuff. Hi, my beautiful Aunt Mary. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. So for those of you that are new, welcome. We do this every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And we start with our breathing so you can get grounded and just get in that state of calm and open yourselves up to receive the message that's meant for you today. And also it's to show you how quick you can do a grounding exercise and how quick you can come to center so you can do it on your own. I was telling someone the other day how I was doing my morning ritual of cleansing my chakras and myself and protecting, and it only took me 4 minutes. Now, of course, you can make these morning rituals or routines as long as you'd like, but for those of you that are in a crunch for time, or you just haven't given yourself permission to create more time for your sacred time, just know that it can be super quick, but it's so important that you're doing these practices or practices that are similar so that you're setting the tone for your day and you're more in control of your vibration, which makes you more in control of what you attract or what you create, okay? So as you're breathing, I will be sending Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus. So what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes and inhale slow and deep through your nose. And when you're inhaling through your nose, just visualize and feel yourself inhaling love, light, and abundance, right? And then I'd like you to exhale slowly out through your mouth. And when you're exhaling, release all that's no longer serving you, right? All that has run its course, release it in gratitude, but just allow yourself to release it. This new moon, this energy of this moon right now, it's really about releasing, healing, and clearing out things that aren't serving you. If there's something specific that you're choosing to release, then focus on that, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Slow and deep, inhale love and light and abundance through your nose. And then release through your mouth all that's no longer serving you. Again, inhale love, light, and abundance through your nose. And release. And as you continue to breathe, I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love. I thank you for delivering this message through me. And I thank you for opening the hearts, the souls, the minds, and the spirit of those I'm called to serve today so that they may receive whatever their soul is craving. I thank you, and so it is. So just continue to breathe, inhaling that love, light, and abundance. And as you're continuing to breathe deeply and release a lot, I'd like you to go ahead and allow your crown chakra to open, located at the top of your head, opening your crown chakra now. And just allow yourself to feel the warm golden light from the divine pour into your crown. And allow yourself to feel that warm, tingling sensation as that love and light flows down to your third eye, extending out to your ear chakras, traveling down to your throat and your heart, traveling down to your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. And just allow that energy to travel down your thighs, your knees, your legs, your ankles, and your feet, filling your soul chakras opening and feeling the roots burst through, traveling down to the center of Mother Earth and connecting you to her energy. Continue to inhale and exhale slow and deep, allowing yourself to connect to the heartbeat of Mother Earth, bringing her nurturing, loving energy back up and in through the soles of your feet, up to your root and your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye and your ears, and up and out through your crown. And allow that energy to connect you to the divine source of highest light and love, connecting to the energies deep in the cosmos, and just allow that energy to flow through you, through your entire cellular being, healing and releasing, setting the intention that the healing and releasing will continue throughout your day. Just take a few more deep breaths in, inhaling love, light, and abundance, and releasing all that's not serving you. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes and we'll get started. Okay, so let me know how the volume is. The fan is on, and so I feel like it's kind of drowning me out. But let me know if you guys can hear me okay. It was a little warm today. Hi, my beautiful Aunt Linda. Whoa, I have 3 of my aunts on today and my mom. This is a special day. So welcome. Ooh. And pull from the bottom. Oh, and that one. Okay, so listen, Spirit told me to pull from the bottom. I don't know if you guys saw how this card jumped out, but when I pulled from the bottom, I was grabbing 2 cards. And so I didn't grab this one because Spirit said the bottom. And Spirit was like, oh no, did you guys see that jump out? Spirit was like, oh no, that one too. So got it. Okay. Let's see. Natalie said, okay, thank you, Cheryl. Natalie said I was going to ask, how can I get access to the link before the live? Because I don't know where to find it. I'm always trying to find it, and I don't see the notification until you go live. When I go live, typically it'll show, like even if I'm on pause. I don't know if this is answering your question or not. But usually there's no link for the live until I actually like do the thumbnail pick. And then it'll be available even if I'm not live yet. Does that answer your question, Natalie? Thank you, Nap and Free. I agree. I appreciate their support. Is that... Ooh, we're going to stop right there, okay? That one is like, pause, we'll pause, and then we'll pull more. Spirit tells us to. Oh, okay. So I can actually schedule it ahead of time. Tell me something. You know, Natalie, if you guys haven't checked out her channel, please do. It's amazing. And she's like a YouTube queen. So I will take all the guidance and advice I can get. Hey, Tia Lynn. Yes, you definitely can. When I do the thumbnail pick, once it's up, you're able to be on until I get on. But whoever's first, just comment first so I know. So it says in flow, everything is smooth sailing. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is, when you're in flow, this picture really reminds me of like Christmas, right? And what Spirit is saying is when you are in flow, you are literally setting yourself up to receive all your heart's desires, all the gifts and the blessings that your mind can muster, right? And as I'm doing that, we're reminded of the mustard seed of faith. So Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be in flow with the ebbs and cycles and flows of life, right? The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the valleys, the plateaus. Just be in flow without judgment, right? Also, what Spirit is saying is to stop judging others. Stop judging others, because Spirit is telling me to remind you, not only is it important for you not to judge self, but it's important for you to remember that everyone is on their own sacred journey. And whether they come into the level of awakening that you have reached in this lifetime, when you can plant seeds and release attachment to the outcome, you may not be serving them in this life. It may be a future life. But as long as you do what Spirit is guiding you to do, being in flow with the guidance, then you are doing what you came here to do in that person or that group's life, right? But it's all about releasing attachment. It's all about letting go, right? The more you hold on to something, the tighter you hold on to something, just squeeze your hand, your fist as tight as you can, and feel how uncomfortable it feels to have these nails pressed into the palm of your hand, right? So when you're holding on so tight, even if it's out of a place of love and really choosing to see those individuals do better, right? You're only hurting them and you and the relationship. So Spirit is calling for us to be those detached witnesses where we deliver from our heart and our soul, but we don't have any expectation. How am I talking? Expectation. It's kind of like when you give a gift, right? When you give a gift, to truly give, you give it from your soul, and you don't even expect a thank you in return, right? You just give because this is in your nature to give, and it feels good to be in service. So Spirit is saying to release attachment, be in flow, release judgment, and as it pertains to your life, just be in flow with the guidance. Be in flow with your highs and your lows. When you're in a low, that's your time to rest, rejuvenate, revitalize, and receive. And when you're in your high, that's your period of taking action based on what you've received. So neither your highs or your lows are to be looked at as a bad thing or a lesser than thing. They just serve two different purposes, but both are very vital to your existence and you being a well-rounded light worker, right? Okay, thank you. So the next card we got, which came in upside down, is fellow travelers. Support is all around you. So the reason why this is coming in upside down is because some of you aren't accessing that support that's around you. You may be thinking, well, my support is supposed to look like this or that, or my support is supposed to feel like this or that, and supposed to is lack, right? So if you're supposing to in it, then you're lacking the ability to realize that Spirit will bless you in the subtlest ways. Spirit will answer your prayers in the subtlest ways, but it's up to you to open your eyes, all three of them, to see. It's up to you to open your heart and to feel, feel. And the way you can feel and be guided is when you're making a decision or you're faced with something and you're not quite sure because Spirit hasn't just given you the answer like that. Connect to your soul. Take some deep breaths, slow and deep, connect to your soul and ask the question, does it serve my highest good? And then insert whatever you're asking about, right? Make sure you're speaking abundantly, because I've had an experience where when I wasn't, it literally changed the answer that I received, okay? I'm hearing it's also about you supporting yourself. Don't be such a giver that you leave you out. Don't be so in flow with action that you forget action for others, that you forget to be an action for yourself. And listen, for those of us that have connected, we're a part of the same soul community, the same soul tribe, the same soul family. And so this message is for all of us. Oftentimes, this is for those of you that are already in your business of serving. Oftentimes, we are holding on to the concept that to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be on and you have to be on go 100% of the time. And what I'm being led to tell you is that when you are in the soul-centered service industry, you are not going to be on or on go 100% of the time. Why? Because you're giving from your soul, so you must nurture your soul. And sometimes that nurturing your soul looks like solitude, right? Sometimes it looks like stepping away. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean you neglect your business, your responsibilities, or those you're called to serve. It just means that you plan with the divine in advance so that things can run even when you're taking that time of solitude, right? And then you're connecting to that support, that spiritual support that's around you. Spirit is saying your guides, your ancestors, all of your helpful companions of highest light and love in spirit realm, take time to connect with them. You know, yesterday I was so exhausted. I was like pooped, right? And really what it stems from a combination of serving. It stems from a combination of preparing for my move. It stems from all of these different things. So what I did yesterday was I took solitude time for self, and I took the most amazing salt bath and just allowed myself to recharge. I was so tired. I thought I was going to be in bed by 9:30. But after I did that, I was so awake that I didn't go to bed until 2 hours after my bedtime. And today I feel amazing. So sometimes your soul is calling for you to just step back and pour into you. And give yourself permission to do that. Oftentimes we beat ourselves up, or we feel like we're not being productive, or this or that. And Spirit is saying, no, this is key. It's vital for you to serve, for you to make sure you're serving you first. We've all heard you can't pour from an empty cup. And it's so true. If you give until there's nothing left for you, you won't have anything to give to anybody else. You'll be running on fumes, you know? Let me see what you all are saying. Cheryl said, I hope everyone is doing well. My mom said, thanks to you, darling daughter. I am now a detached witness. I'm so, so grateful, because oftentimes, you know, we have this vision in our minds of how a person or people can get to their higher state of consciousness or to a better life, right? And oftentimes we're doing it out of love, but if a person isn't ready, that love can become so strong that it's pushing them away. And then that doesn't serve anyone. So this is why Spirit is reminding us to be a detached witness. You share based on your experiences. You allow your life to be an example. The one thing that my mom said to me that made me feel really good, well, she says a lot that makes me feel good, but this is the most recent. She said, by watching my life and witnessing my faith, it has helped her to increase hers. Now, listen, I do a whole lot. And I say a whole lot, but by watching and witnessing my life and my faith has helped her increase hers. So there's power in just living by example. There's more power there than pushing, right? Than speaking, than nudging, than nagging, right? Because let's get to it. Even though it's coming from a place of love, sometimes that person may receive it as nagging. And remember, a person's perception is their reality. So it doesn't matter how good your intentions are. If they aren't receiving it that way, just live and let them watch and see your example, okay? So let's see. Natalie said, I've been needing to take a step back to replenish. Yep. Well, you haven't been needing nothing, because you are whole and complete and perfect as you are. It just serves your highest good. Natalie said, thank you for reminding me. I got to get some bath from your site. I have getting a whole bunch of things to pamper myself. Woo, yes. I will be actually blending a special blend tonight while the moon is still powerful. So yes, and those of you that have not checked out the shop on my site, make sure you do. Most of you don't even know there's a shop there. There's sage, there's crystals. I mean, crystals like this one here, and the prices are so much lower than if you were to buy them in a store. There's smaller crystals too, of course, but there's so many things just to help you on your journey of self-love and your journey of awakening. So check it out if you haven't already. Now, the next card that we got is Infinite Abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Okay, so listen, let me just show you. This was the last card we got. But I'm not even going to tap into this energy yet. But we've got double cards where Spirit is saying, listen, abundance is yours. It is there. It is yours. If you are doing the work to receive it, and as I'm saying this, Diamond Cartel, your name is coming up so strong. You know, there are some of you that are doing the work and you're taking baby steps, and that's great too. And there are some of you that have dived in feet and head first. Now, I don't even know how you dive in feet and head first, but some of you are doing that. And Spirit is saying, no matter where you are in that journey, just keep going. As long as you're increasing and improving, where you are today, and tomorrow you allow yourself to go a little bit further, pushing past your comfort zone, you're doing great, right? Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Don't look at where they are and say, well, I should be, or why am I not, or if only I had. No, be in gratitude for where you are. Right now, this energy is so amazing. And what makes this new moon energy amazing is that we're healing and we're releasing. And so the more you heal and release, the more space you open to allow abundance to pour in. And abundance, you guys can probably say it before I do, it's inclusive of everything, everything. Also, what I'm being told to tell you is for those of you that have decided to be a part of the community, that is also a form of your abundance, because you have so many gifted, bright, brilliant light workers that can pour into you, right? By just allowing yourself to be a part of a community. I'm just hearing speak about REM. So I'm going to ask that those of you in REM to just leave a comment about, I'm hearing what REM does for you and how REM is helping transform your life, the REM group. And also how it's helping you to serve. Hey, Diamond Green, welcome. Hey, Cassandra, welcome. Diamond Cartel said, action for self. Yes, that's why I'm in follow through session. I'm pausing from pouring into others to complete pouring into myself. Yes, it's so important. And you know, it's just like when I took that salt bath, you come back feeling so vibrant, you know, so vibrant and so ready and able to serve. I don't know if you guys picked up on my exhaustion when I went live in REM yesterday, but I was attempting to mask it, but I know you guys are super empathic and you probably felt it. But today that exhaustion is gone. And I actually got less sleep than I usually do. But sometimes our exhaustion, it's not about sleep. Sometimes it's about pouring more into our soul, replenishing what we've released, right? So speaking of replenishing what you've released, oftentimes when you go through a healing, a deep cleanse, a release, you may feel empty, right? Empty. And it may not feel like a negative thing or a positive thing. It just feels empty. Well, the reason why is because you've been holding on to the trauma, the pain, the story for so long that it's ingrained into your system energetically. So when you release it, it's important that there's something to fill those spaces. So whenever you do any sort of healing or any sort of release, it's so important that you set the intention and you state out loud, I am so grateful to fill those empty spaces with love and light and all that serves my highest good. And you just continue to say that and tap into the divine energy and just put that energy all throughout your cellular system, right? So that now you're full with love, light, and all that serves you, and you feel whole and complete, right? Natalie, just select one, and then it'll be your special moon blend. So just select any one and it'll be the special moon blend. Select the one that resonates with you. And then what I'll do is I'll include that in your blend, but also some extra stuff that Spirit intuitively leads me to put into it. Okay. And Tia Lynn said, what? Didn't even know you had a shop. I'm excited. Yes, ma'am. See, you guys just got to explore the site. There are so many things on the site that you guys don't even know about. And my website link is included in the description box as well. But let's see. Let me go ahead. You know what? I'm not going to do it now. We're going to keep going, but I'll leave it in the comments for you a little bit later. And let's see. Diamond Green said, yeah, I had to let go of others' opinions and start listening to my soul more. You know, that's so great. And it's so key because the opinion of others, their opinions are reflections of what they feel capable of or what they feel incapable of. They have no idea what you're capable of because they're not you. They're not God. They're not the divine. So the only thing they can work with is self. So when others have an opinion, whether they mean well or not, their opinion is a reflection of themselves. And you are your own incredible individual. So the opinion of others, really, you're called to not have it have any weight at all. You take it with a grain of salt, whether it's positive or not. It's really important for you to allow yourself to be deeply connected with your soul so that everything you do is in flow with the guidance of the divine. And then when you do that, it'll be easier to not pay attention to others' opinions. Let's see what the T says. Learn Kung Fu. What is that about? I instantly saw, hi-ya! You guys, what's that game where you swipe the fruit? I used to love that game on my phone. You cut the fruit. Anyways, I saw like, hi-ya! Like the opinions of others coming through like that fruit that you chop, and that's the Kung Fu. You're chopping it out, getting it out the way. Every time nope, not today, Satan. That opinion coming, not today, right? So, and for some of you, it may literally be Kung Fu. So we got faraway places. Natalie, I instantly heard your name. It says, get ready for new horizons. Okay, listen, this is me too. I'm in the process of moving. I have boxes over here, boxes in the dining room. I am literally packing up and getting the heck out of Dodge. I am leaving Washington State after 21 years of being here, and I am headed on to new and better horizons. And for some of you, you're literally moving in the physical, whether it's to a new home, whether it's to a new place, but this also represents new horizons emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, right? Doesn't have to, and I just heard Tia Lynn, you're moving too. Eventually you're getting that move going. And then Diamond Green, what I'm hearing for you is this isn't so much about a physical move as it is for a emotional, spiritual, and mental move. And you making that step, joining the REM group mentorship is amazing. And Spirit is saying this is literally for you as well. Now, what's the general message for everyone? I just heard it's time for you to set your sights on that new horizon and go for it, right? Go for it. And I'm just hearing like fear and doubt. That is so yesterday. Like that is so the 80s, like fear and doubt and limitations. Like, are we over it yet? Like it's literally coming through. Like, really, are we still in fear? Are we still in doubt? Are we still in lack? Do we really not know our power yet? You know what I mean? Like Spirit is saying, there are so many examples around you to show you what is possible. Why do you not feel that it's possible for you? And I just heard because you're not committed yet. Some of you say, I'm ready. I'd like a better life. I'd like to elevate. I like more. I like abundance in all areas. But then you're stuck and you're stagnant and you don't take action and you don't move. And you're still caught up in that mystery. God's going to drop a blessing out of the sky, which, yes, blessings can come out of the sky. But in order for that to happen, it requires you to be in action. You can't just sit on your butt and expect blessings to just start raining on you. That's not how that works. The blessings will rain on you when you're in action, when you are in tune with the divine, and when you allow yourself to receive guidance from the divine and you take action accordingly. Then you're so in flow with that action that the blessings do just seemingly pour over you. And I'm visualizing like being soaking wet with blessings, how the rain, if it's a heavy rain and it pours down on you, and when by the time you get to where you're going, you just soaking wet. Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be like that with your blessings, but it requires you to take action. It also requires you to clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. Right now, there's clutter in my house. And literally, when I got on today, I was like, okay, I'm going to make this move a little less cluttered. So when I'm serving, that chi is flowing real easy, right? But Spirit is saying for some of you, it's clearing the clutter in your physical space, but it's also clearing the clutter in your home as far as your temple, right? It's also clearing the clutter as far as people that don't serve your highest good. Because when you are surrounded by people that, although they may mean well, they may not have grasped the concept of being a detached witness. So listen, we got the message earlier, not to nag, not to poke, not to be so attached to the outcome of others, right? But there are people in our lives that have yet to grasp that concept. So if they have not grasped it and they are pushing and nudging and bugging and nagging, although it's coming from love, it's bringing your energy down. It's time for you to detach. Doesn't have to be forever, but at least for a moment, Cassandra, Spirit just said to say your name. Tia Lynn, I was told to say yours too. I just heard Cheryl, you've got this part down. So now the next card, and this came in upside down, is solar plexus chakra. Now this came up before, and I don't know what video it came in, but it's about us not giving our power away. And right now, Spirit is saying it's not even about us giving it away to individuals, other individuals. It's about us giving it away to fear and doubt and lack. So I have been working on a few more things to present to the people that are attending the Activating You retreat. Because it's so far away, it's in October 2020, I've been led to have in the group where I'm sharing different things so that the manifestation can begin now. And one of the things that I recently was working on was a money spell. And part of this money spell, it was for me to give money away. So I literally was at the store and there was a couple in their car and they were like doing scratch off tickets. And it felt weird, to just say here, because, you for me, at least, it's like some people would take offense to that. Not me. If anybody came up to me with some money, listen, I don't care what you think or why you're giving it to me. Thank you, But I asked, I was like, is it okay for me to give this to you? I was like, I'm doing a money spell and it includes, it involves me giving money away. And so the reason why I'm being told to tell you this is because in order for us to receive, it's really important for us to be willing to give and to let go, right? And so when we're in lack, it's really difficult to grasp the concept of letting go. There's been times where my money was, it was so funny that it bombed at a comedy show, okay? There was tomatoes all in my money space, okay? And there were still times where I gave to people on the side of the road when I was in the midst of that, because I understand the concept of, in order for me to show the divine that I'm capable of being abundant, it's important for me to understand that there is no lack. Whatever phase you're in the moment, you're not in lack if you allow yourself to receive the blessings in that phase. Now, this is also true for your time. Everything is energy. It's not just about money. It's about giving of your time in a healthy way. It's about giving of your heart in a healthy way. Anything that you're guarding too tight or holding too close to you, you're claiming lack. So really, Spirit is saying be in flow. Take your power back by being in flow. Take your power back by getting out of lack, by getting out of fear, by releasing doubt, right? I'm hearing you are worthy and capable of greatness. I just heard allow yourself to have your greatness. I heard allow yourself to have your greatness in a cup and drink it. Allow yourself to have greatness in your bag, in the bag. Okay, I just heard, yes, we're being weird today. Also, start wearing the color yellow. Start wearing yellow. For those of you that are feeling a little disempowered or feeling like you like to boost your power, even if you feel like you're in your power. What's so funny? Listen, usually I drink my third eye chakra tea. Today, you know what I'm drinking? The solar plexus tea. I'm drinking the solar plexus tea, because like I said, I was exhausted yesterday. And oftentimes when you're exhausted and you're serving a soul-centered service provider, it has very little to do with sleep. Right? Very little to do with sleep. Doesn't matter how much sleep you get. If your soul's not filled up, you're going to still be exhausted. So pay attention to these feelings. This is your body letting you know it's time to fill up your power center. It's time to gas up. Let's see what you all are saying. Let's see. Natalie said, wait, let me see. I missed a few things. Okay, wait. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. That's funny. I missed a lot. Nap and Free said, I received this message. I am manifesting a move locally this month. Awesome. And Nap and Free, remind me of your name. I know who you are, and I know you told me your name before, but I forgot. And I apologize, but tell me your name. Now they said, okay, drag me. Tila said, feeling dragged as well. Diamond Green, I don't know what those are, but thank you. I'm going to roll with it. Diamond said, being dragged next to you, Natalie. Alexa Janelle said, yes, yes, you are speaking to me. Thank you. You are so welcome. Diamond said, we're all in Spirit's principal office. Natalie said, LMAOO, I'm happy I'm not alone. And I got to clean up. Oh, Lord. Yeah, the cleaning is real. You know, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. And there's a reason for that. When there's clutter, I keep looking over here because I have boxes over there. But when there's clutter, it's just like our chakras. When there's blockages, that energy doesn't flow. And it's the same for our actual physical space. So when you think about your space, just imagine energy, life force energy flowing through. And if there's stuff, whether it's on the floor or in the ceiling or wherever it is, you're blocking that energy. And then it also flows over to you. You know, when your home is cluttered, you feel more cluttered. When your space is clean, that feels good. It just feels relaxed and free and more in flow. So let's see. Dylan says, sitting in that office. Now he said, got me sitting here playing with my thumbs. My mom, Faye Love, says, I was able to release fear when I accepted I am not alone. And my Michael Jackson voice, yes, yes, yes. Cheryl said, I'm clearing the clutter as I listen to this live. Talk about action. That is so good. Navin Free said, okay, Spirit is on point today. I am decluttering my house for my move and decluttering people for my life also. And you know what? It's so amazing that you are saying that, because as I'm moving, right now I have 4 donation bags, right? And there's more, but I am not taking things. My rule of thumb is if I haven't used it in 6 months, or it's in the garage and it's been in there since I got here, it's not going with me. It doesn't matter how much it looks good or how much it felt good, you know? And the other thing too, Spirit is telling us to take away, I'm hearing the power of sentiment, right? Oftentimes we hold on to things because they have sentimental value. And Spirit is reminding us that the sentiment is in our hearts, it's in our soul. It's not in a physical thing, right? Now, I'm not saying get rid of everything that belonged to someone or reminded you of a situation. You know, I have a purse that I have out that I'm taking with me when I speak at the Be Beautiful conference next month in Atlanta. And it was my grandmother's purse. You know, I have a few items that were hers. However, I don't have like a bunch of stuff because it's not necessary. And you can have items because when you're connecting to their energy, having those items just brings more of that energy in, although you can do it without it too. But some people are hoarders, and that's what I'm hearing. Some of you are hoarders and you're literally just hanging on to stuff. Also, some of you find your value in having stuff. The more stuff you accumulate, the more valuable you feel. And Spirit is saying that's not your value. Your value is in here. So if you're someone that accumulates stuff, you have boxes or bins or tubs or rooms filled with stuff, Spirit is saying it's time for you to purge, release those things that are tucked away, right? Because if they're tucked away, you're not using it. Bless someone else. Clear the clutter. And then heal those places within you that feel like your value comes from having stuff. Now, some of you, you may not have even looked at it like this, but it's resonating when I speak about boxes, bins, tubs, and rooms. When I was a kid, I had these friends, right? They were sisters. I was almost about to say their name, but I'm not going to because, you know, it's just not right. You know, they may be embarrassed by this. But anyways, when I went into their home, and we were friends for years, and I'd only been in their home a couple of times, literally, there was just a walkway, like a path from the door into each space. Everything else was filled to the rim with like boxes and stuff. That was hoarding at its finest, right? Now, it may not be that serious for you, but I'm hearing there are a couple of hoarders on. And so Spirit is urging you to clear the space. But clearing the space physically is also requiring you to clear that space within. And for those of you that aren't hoarders, you may be able to relate to the fact that you're hoarding things internally, right? It may not be in the physical. But if you're hoarding things internally, whether it's old paradigms, whether it's trauma, whether it's the beliefs of others, it's time for you also to purge that. Okay, so let's see what you all are saying. And Cassandra, an attached witness, I explained it in the beginning, but I'm going to do it briefly again. It's someone that literally, when you drop seeds or you serve others because you like them to have a better life, you don't hold on to attachment of the outcome. You just plant those seeds, but you release it, right? Because when you're releasing it, you're not judging and you're not pushing. So being a detached witness not only serves you for your well-being energetically, because you're not stressed out about whether they're doing it or not, but it also serves them because they're able to process and allow those seeds to be planted and do whatever their soul is calling for them to do. If we're not detached witnesses and we're so attached to the outcome, then it actually comes across as nagging and it doesn't feel good. So let's see. Cheryl said, you said my name about the clutter part. Wow, so on time. Awesome. Alexa said, that's the third time I've received, let's see. That's the third time I received this message in a week. I receive it. I'm the one people go to when they need a lift. Opening up to people I can look up to is so important too. Yes. It's so important because we are always the teacher and the student at the same time. Remember that. Not only is it the truth, but it also keeps us in a state of humility, and oftentimes, even as the teacher, our students are our teachers as well. So there's never a hierarchy in this whole realm of ascension, right? It's just who your soul called to guide you at that particular time, right? And so it's important for us to not always be the guide, but also to be the one being guided. Tia Lynn said, receiving blessings in all phases. This is true flow. Yes. Pat, yes. Welcome. And yes, listen, your comment about I like being on the edge, not when it comes to stuff like this, but what it is in the past, I would have been so stressed out, biting my nails, oh my goodness, and now it's just like, okay, it's here sooner, just move, be in action, calm action though, so you can get it done. No stress. But I'm so glad you're here, Pat. I was like, okay, last week I'm like, I know, napping free, but who is it? So thank you for being here. And let's see, Alata said, RIM has guided me on my journey of healing. It's been a long journey and rough path. However, I'm facing it in. Awesome. Thank you. Rory Sung said, I'm loving this class. Been attached to yellow for a while now, even wearing it unconsciously. I get it, and I love it. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Alexa said 1111. There's that number again. And let's see, Pat said, yes, I am not moving anything that's not useful and doesn't serve me. Good. Alata said, the RIM family has been here for me with no conditions and no limits. I've grown personally and I have new tools. Awesome. Alata said that I use daily to keep me focused and clutter free. Tia Lynn said, joining the RIM family has been a true blessing and a gem to my healing, as well as empowering me towards my path as a light worker, such a supportive group of souls. Awesome. I am so, so grateful that, RIM is a platform that's able to serve in that degree, and one of the things that I really love about serving you all is that it holds me accountable. It holds me accountable. It makes it so much easier for me to be in my flow of this light work, you know what I mean? And doing what I'm called to do for me, because I'm telling you to do it and I can't tell you to do it and then I'm not doing it, right? So it really serves me to serve you. And also, it's like a reminder, like my mom and I were doing this thing where no junk food, Diamond Coin, Junkless July. I don't know how many of you are doing it, but we've been receiving messages from spirit to just get healthy, mind, body, soul. So literally what it is every time you use the bathroom, you do 25 squats. When you wake up, you do a 30-second plank, and before bed, you do 60-second plank. So that's what we've been doing. And yesterday, I totally forgot about it. My mom said something, and it reminded me, right? So by serving, I'm reminded on how I'm called to be as well. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Rachel said, I'm learning to do more spiritual lead the last 2 days. Awesome. Rachel is also a part of the RIM Soul family. So here is prosperity begins, new moon in Taurus. Now, although we're not in the new moon in Taurus, prosperity begins once we release the things that are blocking our prosperity, right? So what is that for you? What is that for you? Now, here's something that I like you to do. Here's that exercise of getting in touch with your soul. So take some deep breaths. Even you, sure, I know you're cleaning, but stop for 1 second. Whatever you guys are doing, unless you're driving, don't close your eyes. But if you're not driving, close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Allow yourself to become relaxed, breathing in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. And what I'd like you to do is connect with your soul and ask the question, what is blocking my abundance? And the first thing you receive, put it in the comments. Take some slow, deep breaths, close your eyes, and ask your soul, what is blocking my abundance? Now, if you like to get out of your own head, just keep asking the question, what is blocking my abundance? What is blocking my abundance? And the first thing you hear or see, put it in the comments, and then we're going to talk about it. So we've got time, procrastination, me, fear, a connection I'm releasing, fear. Okay, so touch on that time. The time is blocking your abundance. Tell me a little bit about that. We've also got not feeling worthy. Wow, I didn't realize that. Thank you, darling daughter. You are so welcome. Pat said lack of trust. Rachel said clarity. Cheryl said fear too. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do, for each thing that you said, go back into your soul, take those slow, deep breaths, ask your soul, how is time? Alexa, you said time. How is time blocking my abundance? Cheryl, how is procrastination blocking my abundance? Linda, how am I blocking my abundance? Pat, how is fear blocking my abundance? Natalie, how is this connection blocking my abundance? Tia Lynn, how is fear blocking my abundance? Faye Love, how is not feeling worthy blocking my abundance? Pat, how is lack of trust blocking my abundance? Rachel, how is clarity blocking my abundance? Cheryl, how is fear blocking my abundance? And I'd like you to do that. Take those slow, deep breaths, connecting to your soul, and whatever you receive, don't judge it. You can even ask the question over and over again to get out of your head. When you receive it, put it in the comments. Diamond said, I'm blocked by not knowing the outcome of leaving. Okay, so now this makes sense why you got that seeing the bigger picture card, right? Because in order for you to know the outcome, you create it. So in order for you to create it, you see it, you visualize it. Although you may not have it like, I'm in it now and this is it now, but there's no reason to fear the outcome when you're in your creation phase, right? When you're in your creation power, because you see it and you create it. So visualize the outcome you're choosing, right? And that will get you there. So that's powerful that you've come into that realization and seeing how it resonates with that card that you got. So let's see. Alexa said, managing my time, scheduling. I've been led to schedule in batches. Alexa said, use my time wisely. Natalie said, it's a front for my control issues. This connection is just a symbol for my fear of not being in control and not supporting myself fully. And my Aunt Linda said, being confused. And Cheryl said, hoping I don't make a mistake, but was told to just do it anyway. My mom said when blessings or love comes to me, I self-sabotage. Okay, so I'm being led to touch on my Aunt Linda's, the being confused. Okay, so you guys are learning a really valuable tool right now. Your soul is directly connected to the divine. So what you're learning to do is to receive divine guidance, right? By simply taking those deep breaths and connecting to your soul. So for my Aunt Linda, I'm being led to touch on yours because so often many of us feel that confusion, right? So what I'd like you to do when you're feeling confused is break it down one thing at a time and do this exercise. Whenever you're moving forward into something, connect to your soul and ask, does it serve my highest good to do whatever it is? Now, what this is going to require is for you to slow down. Because oftentimes we're so in action, like, okay, someone presents something. Can you do this? Yes. Can you do this? No. Or you're like, I'm going to do this. Boom. Or I'm not going to do this. Right? And so what this is calling for you to do is to allow the divine to guide you, which will eliminate the confusion, right? You can even ask spirit, where does that confusion stem from? Because it's all about getting to the root of it so you know what to heal, right? So as we're peeling back these layers right now, just keep doing this exercise even after Empower Hour is over. Keep connecting with your soul until you get to the root. When you get to the point where there's nothing else left, so what you can do is ask your soul, where does my confusion stem from? And then you get another answer, right? And so, like, Mom, you can ask your soul, why do I self-sabotage? And you'll get your answer, or you know what I mean? So keep going, keep peeling back the layers until there's no more layers, and then you're left with what you're called to heal. Diamond said, I get it. Pat said, fear of lack of trust causes me to procrastinate and not to take action. So I was just talking to someone yesterday about how literally that fear can cause us to just be stagnant and stuck, because that's called being paralyzed by fear. So what I'd like you to do, Pat, is commit to yourself and to the divine that you will follow the guidance you receive from the divine, and let that be stronger than any of your human hangups. Now, that is my rule of thumb. Me being committed to following the guidance I receive from the divine and taking action accordingly is stronger than any of my human hangups. So it doesn't matter if that little human nuisance called fear steps in. It's secondary to me being guided and taking action based on that. If I'm in doubt, it's secondary to me being guided and taking action based on that, right? So for instance, yesterday, someone enrolled in REM, and she and I, during her consultation, I had her connect with her soul on a few different things. And then when it came time to her to make the decision whether she was going to enroll in the mentorship, I had her go into her soul and ask the question, does it serve my highest good to invest in the REM mentorship? And then she received, right? So now what she received, she had the option to be stuck in that stagnant fear or to move forward. Now, this may not be a question of REM for you, but whatever it is, as long as you go into your soul, which is your connection to the divine, and you ask the question, does it serve my highest good? Get your answer and then take action accordingly. Now, make sure you don't use verbiage like should I, because should is lack and it will alter the answer, right? So get familiar with that lack language versus abundance language list so that when you're communicating with your soul, aka the divine, you're speaking in abundance. So your responses that you receive are in alignment with abundance, okay? Let's see what you all are saying. Diamond said, I know the outcome when I create it. Boom, chicka, boom. My Aunt Linda said, I know it's very stressful. Yes. So what you're being called to do is take time out for self. Take time out for self. And you know what I'd like to suggest that you do, and Mary included, I'd like to suggest, and even my Aunt Rachel, I know that you guys don't have the same mom and dad, Rachel and my aunts and my mom, but you guys are family anyway. What I'd like you guys to do is take a time out, even if it's just once a month, where you guys go somewhere in nature, whether it's a park, whether it's the beach, and you guys get a blanket, bring some snacks, you guys breathe and meditate together, and you guys really just allow yourself to connect with your divine guides, your ancestors, and where you guys just slow down and you come together and you're able to release the things that are holding you back, right? Okay. I just heard Momo say, yes, sugar, tell them to do it. This will make mama proud. So you guys, Momo is saying that it's time for you to start getting together more. Not just the hit or miss getting together, but where you guys are, why am I getting emotional? Where you guys are coming together to really pour into each other, because right now you're in a period where it's time for you to connect with who you are on a soul level and stop living based on traumas or fears or stress or lack. It's really important that you guys serve each other, right? And although my mom is the big sister, remember there's no hierarchy. So each of you are able to pour into one another in ways that's valuable. And I'm just being told, and the reason why Rachel is included in this is because she's family. She's family. Not only is she family because I'm her niece too, but she's family because we're all a part of the same soul family. So you guys plan that, get together and just release. There's so much that if you guys just take a time out for self to really focus on this aspect of your life, there's so much growth that'll happen. And then FaceTiming when you guys are doing it, so I could be a part of it too. Diamond said, I love these Empower Hour sessions. So powerful and impactful. I am so grateful. Thank you. Faye Love said, my heart has been broken so many times. And so what I'd like you to do is get in touch with that heartbreak. Why has your heart been broken so many times? You will be surprised what spirit reveals to you. For you, I'm feeling it stems from a past life. It's like once you realize you can connect to your soul, which is connecting to the divine, you will be pleasantly surprised how much you receive. Because we're all psychic. We're all born psychic. It's just the gift is buried. It's buried. We've been brainwashed to connect to the voice of everyone else that we forget how to connect to that voice within. So we're being called to remember. And it's 11:31. So look that number up, 11:31. Pat said, okay, I will just have to stop questioning. Yes. Release the questioning in the sense of overanalyzing, right? Question in regards to connecting and receiving your answer. But when you do, take action. I've shared with you guys so many times how when I was questioning and asking what was my purpose, and when I received it, I took action immediately. Like that is not an exaggeration to make the story sound exciting. No, it was literally meditating on something else, but I have been asking continuously, what is my purpose? What am I here to do? And when I heard life coaching, I literally stopped the meditation, got up and started searching for schools. Literally, it was that instant. I was like, oh, this is what I had been asking for. I'm on it. Aye, Captain. And had I not taken that action, my brain would have jumped in. That feeling of not being worthy, that fear, that doubt, and all those low vibrating feelings, emotions, and beliefs, that I wouldn't be here right now serving you. And the fact of the matter is, just like I have been your alarm for so many of you, you are the alarm for so many others. So had I slept on my purpose, you guys would still be sleeping on yours, because our souls agreed to this connection. And there are souls that have agreed to connect with you so that they can awaken and ascend. So stop holding yourself and them back. Get to work, like worker. So let's see what else you guys are saying. Faye Love said, I'm emotional too. Thank you, mommy. Oh, yes. I'm so grateful that she came through. So grateful. So it's important. And it's important. Listen, I'm not the one that pushes unless spirit tells me to push, but it is important. You all making the time for this is significant because you're showing up for self. Outside of making Momo proud, it's about showing up for self. Right now, I'm not discrediting making Momo proud. We all strive to do that, right? I'm saying I'm speaking to my family, my blood family right now. But it's significant for your healing, just showing up for self. So I'm encouraging you all to make the time to do this. And not even just for my family that shares my blood, right? To all of you, my soul family, it's important for you to show up for self, because if you don't show up for self, no one will. And if you don't show up for self, you're literally blocking the divine from showing up for you. Let's see. Let me go ahead and grab that for you. Let's see. Okay, so bear with me. Bear with me. Can you guys do that with me? Take a deep breath and give it voice and release. Greetings. So let's see. I am getting that link for you. Okay. So here is the link, Pat. I am putting it in the comments. Thank you so much for asking for it. So just when you're done, when you put the payment through, for the mini reading is $20 during our live. So when you put the payment through, let me know by putting your question in the comments. You're so welcome. Thank you. And let's see. Alexa said with number 1131, you'll be able to get rid of any negative thoughts that are lingering and stay focused on the positive. Your angels are there to protect you and guide you with love and kindness. And so it is. That is so in alignment with what we're talking about. Cheryl said, a thought came to me out of the blue. Some time ago, listened to a song by Olivia Newton-John called Magic. When I really listened to it, I was blown away with the message. I am listening to that today. And my Aunt Linda said, just as you were speaking of going in nature and Mama will want it, I was writing it. I love you, Mom. I just heard Momo say, I love you too, baby. And I heard, and I'm proud of you for being willing to change. I just heard it's time for you to change because you're not getting no younger. You can do it. I just heard, just don't give up on yourself because Mama hasn't given up on you. So Diamond said, I'm getting to work. Okay, so let me see. What time is it? It is 11:37. So I have a meeting with the Ashworth Scott Life Sculpting team at 12. So if anyone is interested in a personal mini read, you can click that PayPal link. The mini readings during the live is $20, and I will open that up to 3 people right now. And then if we have more time after that, I'll open it up to more. But I have that meeting at 12. So let's see. Pat said, my question is, should I stay in the same business or start something new? So what I'd like you to do is cancel, delete the should I, because it's lack. So the way you would word that is, does it serve my highest good to stay in the new business or to start something new? And what I just heard is it serves your highest good to revamp. Not necessarily throw it away altogether, but make changes within the business that you have. It's time for you to allow that foundation to propel you into the next phase. There are some good things that have come from this and will continue to come from this, but you're also being guided in a new direction. So it's about discovering how you can bring it together, keep the good, but have it be in flow and in alignment with where you're going. And I'm feeling some heart chakra stuff with you, Pat, and also in my back. But it's like literally in my heart and directly in my back where my heart is. I'm just hearing it's past stuff that you're being called to heal. And I'm hearing you can't run because it'll keep following you. Okay. There's like a weird metaphor that's coming through that I'm familiar with, but it's not coming through the way I've heard it. But it's like, don't throw away the baby, keep the bucket. And I know that's not even how that goes, but that's literally how it came through. So let me pull a couple of cards for you. Which deck? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. You are so welcome, my beautiful aunt. And the next time, yes, okay. The next time I come to the Bay Area, I really would like us all to set aside some time to get together and just have a family day. And I don't know if you're still on, Rachel. I kind of feel like you're not, but I'd like you to be there too. Okay, great. I'm glad it resonates. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Okay, so you got the listen card, right? You got the base chakra card, which is your root. And then you got the release card, which came in upside down. So what I'm hearing is listen to your intuition. It will not steer you wrong. You are being divinely guided. You know what to do next. It's just a matter of releasing fear and allowing yourself to do it. It's also about taking your power back. So see, the feeling in my heart has subsided a bit, and then I started to feel some things in my solar plexus, and then I look at the card and there's all that yellow. So literally you're being called to take your power back by allowing yourself to be guided into what's next. You're being called to shut your brain off and totally be in flow with your intuition. Your brain has served its purpose. And it will, I'm hearing, reactivate and turn on when necessary. But set the intention to be in flow with the divine. You know what to do. Your soul will guide you. Just allow it. Now, it's also about, and I just felt dizzy all of a sudden. What's that all about? First of all, I was hearing it's time for you to get grounded. But I felt really dizzy. Okay, I'm hearing she's driving herself crazy going back and forth. The confusion, the doubt, even some self-sabotage sprinkled in there. What is your soul calling you to do? Do that. Even if it feels so out of the box of your expectation, because I was slightly hearing the expectation of others, but then it came through as your expectation, right? Okay, so I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing trust and know that your intention has been set, and set your intention. So the trust and know that your intention has been set speaks to your soul contract that you signed, right? So set your intention means Spirit is telling you to set your intention in the now. So literally allow yourself to connect with your soul and set your intention for your chosen outcome. And then allow yourself to be guided to that. Even if it feels like it's not taking you there, you're being called to trust that the divine is guiding you. And as long as you take that action, you will get there. Now, the release card, it's no coincidence that the release is happening in the heart area. It came in upside down because there's still some things from your past that you're being called to release. When you release those things, you will set yourself up for a world of success. Mind, body, soul, spirit, energy, financial, any and everything your soul can desire, you will be in a place, I'm hearing a high rise place of receiving, a high rise place of receiving. And I'm feeling that there's some more significance to that high rise than just how it's coming through. I just heard she'll know what that is. Is there anything else for Pat? Okay, I was told to take a card from the center of this deck. And the card that I grabbed is surrendering to the journey, release control. Literally, Spirit said from the center and look, and it's upside down. So this is part of what you're being called to do. You know, that overthinking, it's a control issue, feeling like I have to control things in order for it to turn out right. So Spirit is telling you to surrender, set the intention, and then surrender to the journey. Allow Spirit to guide you and get you there. Release control. And remember, you're more in control when you allow the divine to guide you, because the divine is not operating from fear. The divine is not operating from lack or any trauma. The divine is solely operating on what intentions you've set. If you can surrender to that, then what you'll do is step outside of those things that keep you blocked, keep you stagnant, right? So this is why it's important to allow your commitment to following the guidance you receive to be stronger than any of your human hangups. Okay, thank you. So that is your message, Pat. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. Cheryl said, I receive it. I figured that when I received that and Spirit said she'll know what it is, I figured it has something to do with you moving to a high rise. Awesome. Pat said, OMG, control is a big issue for me. You're so welcome. So welcome. I'm so grateful I was able to serve you. And if you'd like a deeper, more in-depth reading, you can click the link in the description box on any one of the video, because, you know, you can schedule with me or anyone on my team, but we can literally, you can decide your time frame and we can literally go deep, real deep. Kisses and hugs to you too, my beautiful aunt. I love you. And let's see, Natalie, I know you were going in. Did you send your payment yet, Natalie? And if so, oh, wait, there's your question. You already put your question. I'd like to know what Spirit wants me to know about business moving forward. Okay, well, cancel, delete, want. You know, literally what message does Spirit have for you that serves your highest good in business moving forward? I just heard to just trust and be in flow and get out of your head. Although you have this energy and this air of not caring, and I'm gonna tell you, I heard of not giving a fuck. Okay, that's what I heard. So those of you with sensitive ears, please forgive me, but I give it how I get it. There's still a part of you that does care. And I'm also feeling heart chakra for you too. There's still parts of your soul that's living in fear, right? And it's not your soul, it's parts in your soul. I'm feeling solar plexus stuff for you. I'm feeling crown, opening, third eye. Throat is good. Ear chakras. Okay, so let me give you everything that's coming. Number one, you care because you love, and that's not a sign of weakness, right? You're your own worst critic. It's time for you to stop judging yourself. It's time for you to know that you are in flow with your divine purpose. It's time for you to also finish the Grow Your Soul's Purpose course. I don't even know where you are in the course. I'm hearing she's not doing it. She's been on pause. So get back to it. Also, your crown being open is you just trusting and knowing that you are connected to the divine. Your third eye will open even more. Your gifts will come through to an even higher level when you can release that care and that concern. It's almost coming through like you're manifesting different versions of you. The versions of your belief system of yourself is what you're manifesting. So although you went into this space of I don't care, I'm good, I got me, we got this, you know what I mean? There's still parts of your heart that hasn't healed from the judgment of others, right? And there's still parts of your heart that's judging yourself. And for you, that self-judgment stems from a past life. You were judged harshly, you were stoned, you were hung. I'm even hearing you were drowned. You were murdered multiple times for being the big, vibrant personality that you are. And you use your humor and your vibrancy to serve and to spread love and light, similar to what you do now. But people didn't take you serious at first. And then when they did take you serious and see just how serious you are and you were, then came the silencing you mission, right? So you're experiencing people that would like to see you silenced because you're still vibrating at that frequency. So what I'd like you to do while we're still in this new moon energy is sever those connections to that past life. Sever those connections to those people from that past life that you have manifested into this one and get out of your head. Okay, so what I'm hearing is to keep serving on your channel, but also hosting mini retreats in your area. So like what that could look like is a day with Natalie, you know what I mean? Where they come and it's an all day thing and you guys just do whatever spirit guides you to do, right? This is when you get to where you're going. Also be careful of those you invite in. Allow spirit to guide you on who to allow in. I always say, don't make any decisions without the divine guiding you, right? Check in first. Check in first. Because now you're in a position where it's so vital that you keep your energy protected. Let me see what you're saying. I'm just giving you, and I'm not even looking at what you're saying. Let me see. Oh, you are so welcome, Cheryl. Thank you. Natalie said, well, let me prepare to be dragged. Diamond said, I'm here for the emotional support. You're forgiven. Thank you, Mom. Natalie said, woo, you got me. Okay, I'll get back to it. Okay, so listen, let me just explain. You invested in the Grow Your Soul's Purpose course because your spirit guided you to do so, right? And the message has come through in the group for that. When you don't show up for you, you're setting that energy for people not to show up for you. So whatever you're doing in business now, if you don't commit to you, your business is only functioning at a fraction of its capacity. When you commit to yourself and you stay with that commitment, see it through to the end, you're sending that energy that I'm worthy of connections. I'm worthy of commitment. I'm worthy of from beginning to end, right? So you'll start to attract more of your soul clients that are committed to doing the same with you. So it's significant. Not only are you going to gain things that are going to help you, but also energetically, you're shifting the tone, right? Natalie said, wow, okay, sounds like contract burning and ending to me. Wow, I'm like mind blown. Okay, when I move, got it. I said, okay, yes, I have my prediction up. My prediction's up, so I'm going nonstop. I have felt the energy, large crowds being against me, people rallying for my downfall, nothing new. Wow. Yes, I'm showing up for me now. I know you were going to give me this message today. Yes, I receive it. So Champagne C, let me go ahead and put the PayPal link because with the personal messages, I'm doing them for $20. Let me see what time it is. Okay, I still have a little time. I'm doing them for $20 during our live. And you will be the last one. So go ahead and click the PayPal link and put the 20 in. And then when it's in, let me know. And Natalie, and we ain't even had breakfast yet, right? Meaning we haven't pulled the card. I'm quoting Ralph Smart. Let me pull a card for you. I'm being led to pull for you, Natalie, from the Moon deck. And protecting yourself is key. You haven't been protecting. Oh, look at that. That fan just fell over. It's been going all day, all live, and now it fell over. Spirit say you haven't been protecting yourself like you're called to. And look, you got adjustments are required. So let me pull another. Woo, woo. Okay, all of those. Yes, yes, yes. So these three just shot out, and then this one. So I'm going to do those last. So first, you got a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Came in upside down, and it says meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So literally with this one, Spirit is saying for you to, I'm hearing slow down and meditate. And also design your life. What does the perfect life look like for you? Like plan out the entire life. You can even do it with a vision board. There's a vision board part in the course too, but you don't have to wait for that. You know, plan your life out. And don't tuck your vision board away where you're not going to see it. Put it someplace where you see it every single day and take time each day to meditate in that energy of what you're creating. You also got a time for healing. So it's definitely a time for you to heal from these past things, these blocks that are holding you back. But it's time for you to heal your heart. You know, that judgment, release it. Because although mentally you're over it, emotionally and energetically, there's still some residue there, right? So when you're doing your releasing and the burning of that contract, make sure that you include that. You know, go back into those painful moments that you experience judgment and people not appreciating the light that you are, and release all of that. Reclaim the fragmented pieces of your soul and send them theirs back, right? And just visualize and feel yourself becoming whole and complete. So you're being called tonight to be in solitude and to get your ritual going, your ritual of release and healing. Okay, so let's see what you're saying. A lot that said, how many spots do you have left for a reading? I'm not sure if, let's see. I am not sure if Champagne C is going to pay for her reading or not and have it done. So a lot that if you pay for yours now, I can do yours now. Now they said, okay, thank you. Wowzer. What were the spots on the sides of my neck? What were the spots on the sides of your neck? Now I said, oh no, it's buffering. I had to refresh. It started buffering. I have to rewatch. Yes. I am my own worst critic. Yes, I can feel that in my heart. Yes, ma'am, I got you. Yes, watch it back so you can get your full message. And I don't know if they're being funny or not, but when you said what were the spots on the side of your neck, tell me why I heard vampire bites. Don't judge me. That's just what I heard. Oh, okay. Well, I see what you're saying now. Was that a joke? Okay, so I heard, no, it wasn't a joke. She's been connected to vampires in a past life, and she still is. They suck her dry and leave her for dead. So it's important for her to create boundaries. Okay, thank you. Okay, so, okay. I was like, vampires, really? You know, my Pisces imagination going wild. Now, as far as the spots on your neck with the eggshells, it's the mouth of God. It's located like right at the base of your neck where your skull and neck meet. So just rub the eggshells there, but also do your auric field strengthening, right? Your auric field strengthening. And smudging yourself too. All of that's in the course too. So make sure you really get your getting back on that course on, but it's important for you to have a solid protection routine for yourself. Okay, thank you. So that is your message, Natalie. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I appreciate you so much. Okay, Natalie said, yes, I'm doing it, getting into my everyday routine again. You're so welcome. Thank you. So, Alata, I have a couple of minutes. I'm not sure if you are going to be getting your reading done, but Let me see. Thank you guys so much. If this resonated with you on any level, please share the video with your community. You can copy and paste the link, invite them to join us on Wednesdays for Wednesday Live and Power Hour. You know, just let's get this love and light message out there. You know, let's help everyone to embrace their inner divinity and shift the collective consciousness of humanity together. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm just checking to see, make sure. Okay, go ahead, Tia Lynn. I have a couple of more minutes. And Tia Lynn, you'll be the last one for today. And who knows, I may go live later tonight. If there's more of you that would like to get your readings, I may go live later this evening and do a little mini live read with you guys. You're so welcome. Have a beautiful rest of your day, Pat. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So what is your question, Tia Lynn? And I'll go ahead and my mom said, my little nut. No, that's how I was created. No, I'm just joking. Okay, let's see. Okay. I was just letting them know I am coming in 5 minutes. So let's see. Tia Lynn said, I'm having heart issues. I guess I just want to hear what Spirit has to say. Well, cancel, delete, want. You're choosing to hear what Spirit has to say. Okay, so first of all, my disclaimer is I'm not a doctor, right? And if you're having some things going on with your heart, I would recommend getting it checked. However, what I'm hearing is the heart thing is not anything serious. It's just an indication of what you're being called to heal. There's some blockages there in your heart, energetic blockages. There's a lot of pain and sadness. Also, I'm feeling a connection to the solar plexus. So oftentimes when we feel disempowered, then it breaks our heart because those instances that created that feeling of disempowerment, they're life altering. But what I'm being called to tell you is that when we do have blockages in our chakras, they create dis-ease, discomfort, and sometimes it can manifest into an actual physical illness, right? But right now, Spirit is saying it's not anything serious. It really is energetic. But again, my disclaimer is go get it checked. But you're being called to do some energy releasing on your heart chakra. You can do that exercise that I shared on YouTube, the one to release that anxiety and that stress. You know, do that exercise quite often with your heart. Actually do it with all of your chakras, but I'm really feeling heart and solar plexus. Also, you can schedule a healing session with Quita. Her links are on the website as well. Because really for you, it's about energy. And I'm starting to feel it's not really a pain, but it's almost coming through like a cramp in the sacral. So what's going on is your chakras are imbalanced. Your chakras aren't balanced. Let me pull a card for you. Okay, Alatha, do me a favor. And what I'd like you to do is send me your question via messenger, and then I'm going to do yours that way, okay? So, because I let them know I'm going to be on the group meeting 5 minutes after. So to not keep them waiting, send it to me via messenger, and then I'll go ahead and do it via messenger for you. So Tia Lynn, you got listen. You're so welcome, Diamond. Thank you. Yes. So yes, you are. I'm hearing listen to your soul, listen to your spirit, and listen to your body. Your body is a really big source that guides you into knowing when something is off. I'm hearing, but you're not paying attention to it the way you're being called to. You're being called to pay attention to it more. I'm also feeling feet. There's something going on with the feet. It's an indication that it's time for you to get grounded. Your heart, it's a time for you to release past pain, forgiveness. Your solar plexus, it's time for you to be in your power and know who you are. I'm feeling like this powerful, it's almost like, rah, like this light just bursting out. Like Spirit is saying, you are so powerful, but you don't realize it, right? And when you start to feel that power, you get a little scared of it and you kind of tone it down a whole lot. Spirit is saying, stop doing that. It's time for you to be in your power. It's time for you to allow yourself to shine. It's like this. You see how this yellow is on her, but it's like coming out towards the world. And Spirit is saying, be in your power. Recognize and accept your power. Release the things from your past that keep you in that place of doubt, self-doubt. Release fear. There's nothing that's coming to you now that will harm you. As long as you get in action of setting the intention to receive all that serves your highest good. But for you, releasing fear and past pain and trauma is huge. And breathing, deep breathing. Allowing yourself to slow your breathing down and connecting throughout your day. Allowing yourself to be guided in all that you do. Allowing yourself to release the trauma that friends may have caused. It also keeps you disconnected from connecting on a deep soul level to others. I'm hearing women and men on all levels, relationships, like significant other relationships, friendships, working relationships. You're open to the soul family, but when you heal and release these things, you're going to be even more open, more vocal. I'm being told to tell you, so go live in REM at least once a day for the next week. And just start talking and sharing your release. And whatever Spirit gives you to say it. That'll help you get in your power. I'm hearing it's time for you to be in your power. I'm being told it's also time for you to look into essential oils that can serve you. I just heard patchouli for some reason, lemongrass, and also sandalwood. Patchouli, lemongrass, and sandalwood are the essential oils that I heard for you. Okay, thank you. So that's the message that I got for you, okay? So Alatha, please be sure. Oh, look, we have 9 people still on and 9 thumbs ups. 9, which is 9. 8 and 1. So look up the number 9, you guys, okay? You're so welcome. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And welcome, Erica. We are wrapping up now, but thank you for joining. Watch the replay if you feel led to do so. Alatha, please make sure to send me your question via Messenger. And as soon as I am off of the team meeting, I will check it and I will deliver your message for you. Typically, the $20 readings would just be reserved for this space, but because of what happened today, I'll do that for you via Messenger. So thank you so much. I love you all for being you. Thank you again for allowing me to serve you. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I'll talk to you soon. And if you guys are interested in doing more of the $20 reads, let me know. Leave me a comment on Messenger or even comment, not on the chat, because I won't see it once it's posted, but on the video, and let me know. And then I may go live later tonight to do some more of the mini reads, okay? So, but only if you guys are feeling it and choosing it. But if not, I'm going to be packing. So let me know. Okay. You're so welcome, Alexa. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Have a beautiful rest of your day.